Good morning, this is Andy Rupert from andyrupert.com. My rental for today is a 2019 BMW 530i xDrive. It's a nice looking car. Our family owns a 2001 525i and it's a manual. This one isn't quite as fun because it's automatic, but it's a nice car. If you look around the front, it's got the nice lines, the kidney grille, it's got 18-inch wheels. The lights are super bright at night. And it's got a moonroof. It's got a lot of features on inside that I'll show you as well. Just want to give you a good walk around of it. It's a quick car. Got several modes: sport, comfort, and I think one other, economy maybe. But overall, a nice car. I'd like to show you what the trunk looks like. First thing you see is there is a backup camera there. Got a lot of junk in here and not a problem fitting all my stuff in the back, so good that way. Back door. Now I'm 6'2", so I've got enough room in the front. As you see, there's not a whole lot of room, but I think people could fit in the back reasonably. Now, with the key in your pocket, you can use this to lock or unlock without pulling the key out. Now, one of the things that I thought about this car is I wanted to check the oil, and so I reached underneath here and I saw, yeah, there's the handle. You just pull that to open the hood. But on the BMW we have, there's a handle that sticks out of the grille that you have to pull to open the hood the rest of the way. On this one, you pull it a second time and it releases a second lock. So if you want to check oil or something like that, that's what you have to do. Now, when you get inside the hood, you'll notice there's nowhere to check the oil. Remember when certain minivans went to, I think the Dodge minivans had no dipstick for the transmission? Well, this has no dipstick for the oil. You have to actually get into the vehicle and use the screen prompts to figure out if the oil is good or not. Now, you do have a place for various fluids here, but you can see there's not a whole lot of room, or maybe you'd say there's a lot of room, because right here there's a lot of room in front of the engine, but along the sides there's not. It looks like you can see the filter down there, so a little bit of room to get to that. All right, let's go inside. Inside the vehicle, you have your regular controls here for the windows, for your mirrors. Door locks are up here. You have your lights, automatic, can be on all the time. Here's the dimmer for the lights inside the vehicle, parking lights. I don't know if you can see, right here on the side of the steering column is how you adjust the steering wheel. In and out, up and down. This one has cruise control, and you set it here. It also has lane departure and then distance between the car ahead of you. If you're set at 70 and the car ahead of you is at 65, it'll slow down to match that vehicle until it moves out of the way. That's kind of nice. Heated steering wheel. You can hook up your phone, of course, and you can talk to the phone. Different modes over here. Now, one of the things that some of these luxury cars are having is the start-stop button. It's nice. I like that. It remembers your steering position, and you'll notice that it does have some warnings that show up on the screen. Notice that the gauges are not real, they are computer generated. Notice that the Enterprise has not changed the oil. It needs to be done. Now, you can use your finger on the touch screen, or you can go down here and use this multifunction tool. It turns, it goes up and down, sideways, and you can click it down to select things. Now, I mentioned that if you want to check the oil, you have to use the menu here. So let me point down here again. See, there's a menu button here. And then up on the screen, you're going to have different tabs, I guess, that you can go to. So I'm using the multifunction controller down here to go back and forth. And then I'm going to turn it to go to my vehicle. And let's see, vehicle status, engine oil level, okay. I'm going to hit the measure engine oil level, only possible after a longer drive. So I don't think it's going to let me because oh, there it is. So it's thinking through. While it's thinking, you'll notice that you have your controls down here for the air conditioning, and it looks like for your radio as well. I was able to hook up my phone and listen to an audio book through the speakers, which I really liked. It worked very well. So you got a place for putting your drinks. Here's the key. This one, just the basic controls. Keep it in your pocket if you like. I keep it out here so I don't forget to give it to the Enterprise people when I return it. All right, still measuring the oil, 60-some%. Now, up above me is the moonroof. You'll notice it's very big, and the controls for that are here. If you want it to go back, you press, well, that actually vents. I wonder how you open it. Maybe you pull it back. Yeah, if you pull that switch back, then it opens the screen. And it's a very large sunroof, which is nice. I'm going to close that. It's kind of cold today. All right, we have finished checking the oil, and it's okay, and my hands are clean. Very nice. Now, there's one other thing I wanted to tell you about. The headrests in this car were not comfortable for me. Most cars are not. Sometimes I will remove them and then put them back in when I return the vehicle. But notice at the posts, there's no button at the base to help move them. Maybe I'm missing it, but I don't see that. So I had to drive uncomfortably last night. Well, I looked over this morning and I noticed this button here. If you press this, you can move the whole thing back. And that's what I did. Now, it may not be as safe if you're in an accident, but it sure makes it more comfortable when you're driving. Now, this is a nice vehicle. I would rather have a stick shift, to be honest. BMWs are meant to be driven, and they're very enjoyable cars. But this one is automatic, and it's pretty quick. Now, notice on the shifter, you have to put it in park by pressing a button. And then it does have an indicator what gear you're in. The way you shift is you have to press this button on the side and then move it. So now I'm in reverse, I'm in neutral, I'm in drive, and then I can go over to sport mode to switch through the gears. So you just hold that button and you're all good. A nice car. I'm glad that I found it. It was interesting, when I did go to get this vehicle at the Enterprise in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, I spoke to the lady, and just very nice person. We had a good conversation. She was wearing a sorority scarf, and I asked her about that and was able to tell her a story about my daughter who needed a large amount of money to go back to college. And someone anonymously put $2,500 on her bill, which is a wonderful thing. We said, thank you, Lord, for that. And when I told the lady at Enterprise, she said, I got a tear coming. I'll remember that story for a while, and I hope that she learns to trust the Lord. Now, this is a nice car. If you're looking for a fairly comfortable vehicle, one that's fun to drive, has decent room for 4 people, I think this would be a good one to get. So I hope that this helps you.